Alright, welcome to my ultimate storm build. In this video I'll show you a couple of ways how you can build storm to be massively effective in team and solo play, and I've tested a lot of stuff to see what works and what doesn't work, so that you don't have to do it, you lazy bastard. Every battle that you see in this video has been on hard difficulty. Anyway, let's get to it. Weapons don't matter much in this particular build. What we need are good bonuses from them. The biggest benefit you can get from these weapons is increased maximum shields. In Anthem it is really easy to die, especially on hard and Grandmaster difficulties. And that is why high survivability is crucial for any javelin. There are other nice bonuses as well. Q and E speed increases recharge rate of Q and E abilities. If you're lucky, you might receive some elemental damage bonus as well, like fire, ice or shock. All of these are good bonuses, but shields is the most important one. As for Blast Storm ability, I would definitely choose Ice Storm, because it is absolutely amazing. It doesn't do much damage, but it does massive crowd control, and it also primes enemies for combo. Focus Seal is up to you. There are two versions that I play with. One is Burning Orb. With Burning Orb you can detonate combo. So that means if Ice Storm has been cast and enemies have been frozen, by casting Burning Orb afterwards you'll detonate the combo, doing more damage than usual. It's a very powerful combo that can obliterate enemies, and the great thing about Burning Orb is that it has 5 uses, so it is unlikely that you will burn through it so fast. Problem with Ice and Fire combo is that it is weak against enemies with shields. That is why sometimes I play, instead of Burning Orb, with Shock Burst or Arc Lightning. One of these two, doesn't matter which one. Both are fine choices. They annihilate enemies with shields. In that case, I tend to use Storm as more of a melee focused javelin, freezing enemies and rushing in for melee combo, while using shock damage to deal with enemies with energy shields and also to just cast it when it's off the cooldown. Support Seal offers two choices. One is Wind Wall, other one is Quickening Field. Wind Wall is great defensively, and Quickening Field is great offensively because it reduces ability cooldown. I don't have a preference here because both are fine choices. Bonuses that you should look for on all of these seals are QE plus damage plus speed, or gear plus damage plus speed. These are the best ones that you can get. Now let's head over to the component section. There are a lot of choices here, but I think I figured out the best possible setup. Elemental Synergy and Elemental Empowerment are both fantastic choices that complement each other nicely. One increases gear damage by 50% and lowers recharge rate by 20%, while the other one does exactly the opposite thing. Which means that in the end you get plus 30% more gear damage and plus 30% more gear recharge rate. Elemental Conduit is a win-win component for Storm. We get decreased physical damage done, but that is damage done with weapons only, so we don't care about that. We won't be using weapons as much. Melee attack from Storm actually does elemental damage. So by using this component we get increased elemental damage with our abilities and with melee attack. Next two components are Shield and Armor, which increases our survivability. I mean, they are self-explanatory and quite necessary, especially on harder difficulties. As I've already said, that dying comes quite easily. Last choice depends on what you went with for second ability. If you go with Burning Orb, then definitely use Chaos Core. Chaos Core increases blast damage. That does not mean only from Burning Orb, for example Lightning Strike is affected by that as well. However, if you are going for Shock Burst or Arc Lightning, then disregard Chaos Core and use Lightning Inscription. Or if you don't want Lightning Inscription because it doesn't increase damage as much, then go for whatever you want. That is all for this build. I've tested a lot of this stuff out to see what affects damage and what does not affect it, so I hope you bastards appreciate me staring at these goddamn loading screens for hours just to test this stuff out. Anyway, thank you all for watching and see you soon.